Hi there, students. I just found out that grades 3, 4, and 5 have been given email access to make it easier for them to communicate with their teachers and other staff members during this time that we're working at home. So, we haven't gone over that much in technology because you guys never had access to it before. So, I thought I'd take this time to make a little video just to give you a brief email tutorial so that you know how to use it. So once you sign into Google as yourself, you will see that over here on the side, you may have this little button now that says Gmail. If not, if you go into the waffle menu, Gmail is right here. It's the red envelope. If you click on that, it will bring you to your mail inbox. So it'll look something like this. There's lots of different ways to organize your inbox, but yours should just sort of show you all of your conversations. So these are conversations with different groups of people, and those are the emails. So this is your inbox. This is the place where your new mail will come, and you're going to access it there. In order to write an email, say if I needed to email my teacher to ask them a question about the assignment, I would click over here on this plus sign that says compose, and it will pop up down here. If this is too small for you, I think that I'm using a smaller font size, but if it's too small, you can use this arrow here to make it full screen, and you can see it a lot better that way. Okay, so when I am going to write an email, the first thing I need to do is know who I'm typing it to. So I'm going to compose an email to Mrs. Sappet. So I will start by typing. If you type Mrs., it's not going to pop up anything. Okay? I would just start with her last name, Sappet. It says S. Sappet. I'm going to click on it. And then the next line is a subject. You always want to type a subject so that the person who's getting the email kind of knows what it's about. Sometimes we get a lot of emails, and if there is no subject, it might not seem like that it's that important. So it's always a good idea to write the subject. I'm going to type test email. Okay, so my subject is test email teaching students. So now I'm going to click down into this bigger box. You will not have this. This is a signature that I automatically have at the end of my emails. Will just look like a big box. So I'm going to type my email, and it's always nice to start with a greeting. Hi, Mrs. Sappet. I am making And then it's always, so I wrote what I needed to write. It could be, Mrs. Sappet, I'm very confused about this assignment. Can you please help me figure it out? Whatever the case may be. And it's always nice to end with a closing. Like, I hope you have a wonderful day. And then you need to sign it. You need to say who it's from. Okay? These are some options that you can use for changing the font. If you need to, I don't usually use this at all. You can also attach assignments. So if you made an assignment, you could click on this paperclip to attach a file, and it will just take you in, and you can attach something, and then you could hit open and it would attach it to your email. If you are sending a link to something, a website maybe that you found, you would click on this button here, and you could say, this is the link. And then you could paste, usually you'd copy it up in the address bar in a different tab. Highlight, go to copy, then you could paste the link here and hit OK, and it would put the link in. The last thing that you might need to know is using Drive to insert files. So if you've done an assignment in Google Drive, Google Docs or something, you can click on the Drive button and it will show you your drive, and you can select the item that you want to add from this area, which is your drive. I'm not going to attach anything to this email. So if it looks good to me, all I'm going to do is hit send. And it's sent. And if I want to double check, I can click on this triangle here. It looks like a paper airplane. And I can see that my email went out. Okay. Another thing that we can look at is when you get an email. So I just sent myself an email from another account. So when I get an email that's new, it's going to be bolded. So I'm in my inbox. Here it is. I can see that I got an email. The subject is test. If I'm getting an email from somebody I don't know, if I'm getting an email that looks fishy, I might not want to open it. I would just delete it. Everything that's coming from our school should be fine. And to open it, you just click on that line. Here's my email. I just wrote test because I was doing it quickly. So this is what it looks like. It shows me that I sent this at 10:04, which was 0 minutes ago. There's a star. I can mark it as important. If I click on it, then it will show me it's important, but you don't really have to worry about that. It's automatically going to give everybody emails in order. So once I have an email, I can choose to reply or to forward. So I'm going to reply to myself. I'm going to hit this button here. It's always good if somebody emails you to email them back, even if it's just like a thank you. I got the email. Okay, so that would be my reply. I can see it's my reply because it has the arrow sort of going backwards. So that's going to be sent back. There's some other options. If I click on this down arrow, I could forward it to somebody else, which means they would get the same message that I got. I would just send it along. If there were more than one person in this conversation, there would also be a button that says reply all, and it has several arrows, and that would send a reply to every single person that got the email in the first place. You usually do not need to do that. Sometimes you might. We'll talk more about that a different time. But for now, if you're just talking with your teachers and other staff members, you should not need the reply all button. Let me see if I can find a oh, see? Mrs. Sappett, email me back. Okay, in this email, all the specialists are talking. So I am going to open up this email. And you can see that over here, I can click and there's this button, reply to all. It has more than one arrow. And you can see that the response is going to go to all the people that were in the original conversation. So that's how you reply all. Your email might have different tabs. Mine does. It's set up that way. So the important stuff is in my primary inbox, but then I have other things coming in to other inboxes from other places. You guys should not be getting a lot of emails, so you should not need to worry about that. But it's good to just keep an eye on it to see if something is going there. Okay, that's a quick overview of how to use email that you've never used before. If you have any questions, now you can email me. You can just start off by typing my name in that to box. This one, s.loisel@sau63.org. And you can email me with any questions you have. I hope you have a wonderful day.